Thank you.
No, I'll keep this with me.
Oh. Honey, do you have to take that everywhere we go?
You know I do.
Here they are.
Oh, hi, Kate.
Hi, Lori.
Welcome home, Susie.
Hi, you too, brother. Hey, Brad.
Hi, Ron. Hi, Brad.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
I'm so glad you could come. I've really been wanting you to get together with Ron.
Yeah, hi, Brad. Good to meet you. Long last time.
Same here, same here.
Yeah.
Okay, what would you two like to drink? That's all we need to know because I've already ordered a fabulous dinner.
I'll just have the wine.
Another vodka, please?
Scotch on the rocks.
Hey, Mark, cheer up. This is supposed to be a celebration.
Waiter, bring me a telephone, will you, huh?
Everybody, please, then, especially Laurie, be oblivious to my briefcase.
I'll try to ignore it, honey, really. I will.
My analyst says we can be aware of whatever we want to be aware of and oblivious to everything else.
Good, good.
Ron, please, not here. If you must, would you take it over there?
All right. Look, excuse me, all right?
So, Susie, how long have you been in analysis?
Oh, 11 years, on and off. Huh. Willard, that's my analyst, is just wonderful. I don't know what I'd do without him. Kate and I had strange parents.
That's for sure.
I don't know how you escaped, but I got wounds, ooh, big ones. Well, it's all very exciting, learning new things about me every day.
Hell of an expensive way to learn, right, Mark?
Mark doesn't mind, do you, dear?
No, I don't mind.
You gotta stop thinking about those people.
I can't stop thinking about them.
What people?
Oh, don't get him started or I'll get depressed.
Pete, Ron, yeah. Listen, did you get a hold of him yet? Why did he do that?
Oh, I love that music.
I hate it.
What music?
That's what I mean.
Well, get back to me as soon as you can.
I think I'm gonna dance.
Stay where you are.
No, but Brad, he's great.
Do as you're told.
Oh, he wants me to.
Sit down. What do you want? Leave us alone, do you hear? Leave us alone.
Brad, what's bothering you? What's the matter?
Sorry. I'm just a little edgy tonight.
Just been under a lot of pressure, you know, business problems.
I know what that can be like.
So do I.
So, how is business, Brad, huh?
It's excellent. It's up 40% since last year. That was double the year before. Everybody wants what we've got.
Which is?
Instruments of national security.
Meaning?
Meaning he sells guns.
You do? You really sell guns? To the mafia?
Well, most of our customers are overseas. Africa, the Middle East, South America.
For sure, how neat. Wait till I tell Willard. He says guns are phallic symbols used by impotent men to affirm their virility.
Listen, excuse me, everybody. I gotta make a call.
Ron, sit
What?
down. Couldn't you just take one night off?
Hey, come on, only be a minute.
It's rude.
Hey, they said it was all right, Kate.
They were being polite.
Hey, look, everybody, I gotta make a call, but I'm working on this West Coast merger, and they're 3 hours behind, so do you mind?
Gotta strike while the iron's hot.
You got it.
I'm sorry, everybody, but it's the same thing every night. I can never get him off the telephone.
There's a credit card call.
In the den, at dinner, in bed, he is always on the phone, always wheeling and dealing. I think he's addicted.
Maybe just a hard worker. Maybe he's running away from something.
Like me?
Like himself.
Willard says there's just two types of people, anal and oral. Now, Ron is obviously oral. He's getting something from that telephone he can't get anyplace else. Have you tried cooking for him?
Susie, you know homemaking's not my thing. I don't cook. Now, Ron and I agreed.
It's all very civilized, isn't it? You do your thing, he does his thing. Whatever either wants is okay with the other. A completely open arrangement, all worked out beforehand.
Right. Carved in granite. But sometimes I ask myself, wouldn't it be nice if just once in a while his thing was my thing or my thing was his thing? If we could just have a little overlapping.
I thought you had a store.
Oh, sure, I've got the store, and it's doing very well. I get a lot of satisfaction out of it. But it's not enough. I need somebody to be with, somebody to talk to. I need my husband to talk to me.
What?
But I think Ron's afraid to be alone with me. It gets so lonely.
I'm not lonely. I have Willard. I tell him everything. He cares.
Well, he should for $90 an hour.
I'm lonely.
Let's get our salad.
Good idea.
What do you mean you're lonely? I talk to you all the time.
Oh, never about anything important. Got a problem, you're all torn up. Who do you tell? Not me. Never me.
I didn't want to worry you.
Well, maybe I want to worry. Maybe I need someone to worry about.
Well, don't look at me.
Oh, I like looking at you, Bradsy.
You know what I think? I think you girls like the expensive clothes, the lush apartments, the posh restaurants, but you don't like what we have to do to get them for you.
I resent that, Brad. I'm perfectly capable of supporting myself.
You may be, but a lot of girls I know, present company included, expect those things. And if we don't deliver, out we go.
You're incorrigibly chauvinistic.
Am I wrong?
Yes, you're wrong. He's wrong.
What else?
Ron. I give up.
Was he always like this, Kate?
No. When we were first married, we used to do everything together. We'd talk for hours. We were such good friends then.
I'm getting my salad. I'm getting it.
Thank you. Life got hectic and I got crazed, driven. I didn't feel fulfilled. I blamed everyone and everything, except myself. Then Ron wanted us to have a baby. I said no. I wanted to prove that I could do it on my own first.
Do what on your own?
You know, make money, be a success. It's sure not all it's cracked up to be.
What about the baby? You think it's too late?
Ask him.
Ask me what? What?
Kate was just saying that you wanted to have a baby.
A baby? Are you kidding? Lose our freedom? No way. No, things are fine, just the way they are, huh? Yep, can't improve on perfection, right? Oh, there's my deal. Excuse me.
Telephone controls his life. It's like cocaine or something.
You are blaming yourself, aren't you?
Well, I must be part of the reason he's the way he is now.
I think he did it to himself. Willard says we make our own beds, we have to lie in them.
Ron, come and dance with me.
You know what they're doing? They're stalling, and I don't know why they're stalling. I don't know why.
Come on, it'll be fun.
No, go ahead. You go ahead and dance. Go ahead. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna call Chalmers. That's what I'm gonna do. That's it. Oh, yeah, operator, this is a credit card call again. Yeah. Same number.
Getting into it.
So, my dear sister-in-law, how was the safari? As good as the brochure?
It was better. Marvelous food. Terrific accommodations, great service, and all those beautiful animals, all the elephants, giraffes, wildebeest, the ostriches, and the gazelles.
Tell them about the people.
The people were wonderful, too. I mean, they drove the car, and they prepared the food. They waited on us hand and foot. At night, they would gather together and sing and dance. You know, they've got that natural-born rhythm. Oh, Willard says they activate my savage archetypes.
Mark, you don't seem to be sharing her enthusiasm.
I'm afraid I don't.
Why not?
No. Don't get him started. Look, he's been depressed ever since we've been back. When he starts talking about it, I get depressed. If you listen to him, you'll get depressed. I came here to have fun tonight. I cannot handle anything heavy.
Oh, Susie, I just thought if he could talk about it, he might feel better.
That's a good point, sweetie, but not with me. Like I told him, go see Willard's partner. He'd be happy to help you. I would offer you Willard, but I need him all to myself.
I'd like to hear about it, Mark.
You'll be sorry.
Maybe we shouldn't be minding their business, Laurie.
Mark, I'd like to hear about it.
Hear about what?
Something that happened in Africa, I guess.
What?
We were all out in this game park. And I decided to take a side trip across the bush looking for hippo. There was supposed to be some in this river. When we got there, the river dried up. Didn't find any. But as we were driving along the edge of this empty riverbank, it collapsed, and our Land Rover tumbled into the ravine. I was thrown clear, but the rover landed on the driver and broke his leg. The vehicle was finished.
I told him not to go.
So what did you do?
There wasn't much I could do. I remembered enough first aid to splint up his leg, and built him a lean-to, left him what food we had, and set out by foot to get help.
Willard says you've got to take care of yourself before you can be of any good to anybody else.
Oh, Mark, that must have been a horribly frightening experience.
Like Tarzan and the grapes.
Tarzan in the graves. I'm so glad I didn't go along. I would have died on the spot.
Well, go on, finish the story.
I started to walk in the direction of the north-south road. I had a canteen full of water, which didn't last too long. Very hot, very dry. I walked all that day, slept for a while when it got dark, started out again the next morning. By then I was feeling pretty hungry, but there was nothing to eat. No fruit, no berries, no roots, nothing. By the next afternoon, I guess I was pretty dehydrated. But as I walked, I kept coming across skeleton after skeleton.
Excuse me. I'm going to the ladies' room now.
Yeah, excuse me, too. Susie.
Skeleton? Skeletons, you mean like dead animals? Or...
No, human skeletons. Not one or two, scores of them. Anyway, I remember becoming very dizzy and lying down under a bush. I guess they found me there because the next thing I remember, I was on a mat in a hut in this Turkana village.
Turkana? What?
A tribe of aborigines. Very simple people. Nomads. Don't wear clothes.
And they took care of you?
As best they could. You see, these people live by grazing cattle and goats on the prairie. But with the drought that's lasted 20 months now, the prairie's become a desert. First the grass died, then the cattle died. Now, the people are dying. There was just no food. None at all.
It's terrible.
Everyone in this village was simply skin and bone. 10% of them had died in the last 18 months. The children, worst of all. Swollen bellies. Skin pulled tight over protruding ribs. Arms and legs as thin as pencils. I don't think I'll ever forget the faces of those starving children.
Hey, Mark, we're here to have dinner. Do you mind?
Yeah, just thinking about it makes me feel so guilty. Yeah. So I do the next best thing. I stay very busy, and I don't think about it.
Oh, you're absolutely right. You're right. You get involved, all you get is trouble.
I don't know if you can understand this. I couldn't have if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. Despite their hunger and destitution, these simple people somehow managed to possess a kind of joy that I've never seen before. They sing, they dance, love each other. In 2 days in that village, I saw more joy than I have in years in Manhattan.
But how can they manage that?
I can't explain. They know something. Something about what it takes to make a human being happy that we don't. I don't know what it is. But somehow or other, I've got to find out.
How?
I don't know. But I do know that I can't continue to live the way I have. All the things I'm used to worrying about, where I work, what I have, it all seems unreal to me now. That's what got Susie so upset.
I'm so worried about Mark. He's freaking out.
Yeah, well, it's just culture shock. He'll snap out of it.
How can you be so sure?
Well, a long time ago, I learned if you ignore a problem long enough, it'll just go away.
I can't forget those children. Their hunger is too real. Everything else seems so unreal and empty. So terribly empty.
I think Susie's right. You're on a downer and you're trying to pull us down with you. Like it's our fault these people are hungry. Let me tell you something. I know a thing or two about these third world countries. I know whose fault it is. It's theirs, not ours. They don't like to work. They like to sit around in their fannies all day and do nothing. I read a book once. It said they were incompletely evolved, mentally inferior. It's a highfalutin way of saying they should have stayed in the trees. They could be branch managers.
Brad, you're my big brother. I've always looked up to you. But you've become the most ignorant, bigoted, hate-filled person I've ever met. And I'm very tired of listening to your garbage.
It's wonderful. Come and join us.
Wouldn't make him say a thing like that.
I can't imagine.
He's lost all perspective. Yeah, I happen to know about that famine. And so did their government. Only they denied it. Do you know why? They were afraid it would interfere with the tourist business.
You've got to be kidding.
No. These countries aren't poor. They have resources. Copper, iron, uranium. And they have lots of good cropland, too. Enough to feed twice as many people as they have. And they have capital. But do you know how their politicos spend it? You'd think they'd spend it on dams, irrigation systems, fertilizer, seed, plows, shovels. But no, they spend it on guns and rockets.
Just the things they don't need.
Yeah, but they can be made to want them, right, Brad, right?
Exactly. If they aren't already afraid of their neighbors, you start some rumors to make them afraid. Then you flatter them. You tell them they'll go down in history as the defenders, the savior of their people. And you offer your help. They love our technology and our weapons. They're ready to pay top dollar to get them. Come here, Ron. Let me show you something.
Yeah.
Making a profit is one thing, but
It's all perfectly legal.
Yeah, sure. What kind of markup do you work on?
300%. Minus some commission for local officials.
You mean bribes? You bribe them?
We don't use that word.
Where do you get your capital?
Are you interested?
Yeah, I need some tax shelters. What kind of money are we talking about?
$2-3 million.
Yeah? Let me ask you a question. Do those countries pay the bills?
Oh, yeah, they pay all right. It's just keeping the customers straight. You know, this liberation front, that liberation front. My policy's always been to treat everybody equal. If they've got the dough, I'll sell them whatever they want. I can't be worried about who's on whose side.
or who might be right and who might be wrong.
That's not my concern. I do business. I make money. That's all I'm interested in.
Even if innocent people should get killed?
Hey, he's not responsible. I mean, what they do with what he sells to them after he sells it to them, that's not his business.
Well, it may not be his business, but he's suffering the consequences.
Laurie.
He got caught selling to both sides in a civil war.
Laurie, I told you I didn't want to talk about that. I certainly don't want you to talk about it either. You never know when to keep your mouth shut.
Well, you never know when to open yours.
Oh, Willard says some people just talk all the time so they don't have to listen to themselves.
Oh, listen, excuse me. Here, sit down.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Sit,
All right,
sit.
okay.
Why can't you talk to me? Your whole world starts to come apart, and who do I hear it from? Your secretary. I mean, I've been living with you for 2 years. I feel like I hardly know you. I mean, don't you get it? I'm trying to reach you.
You can reach me when we get home. Huh?
Brad, I am not talking about sex. I'm talking about love.
Sweetie, come over here. I want to talk to you. You know, Willard says that sex is a very healthy form of human communication.
Susie, has it ever occurred to you that we just don't care what Willard says?
Oh, no, he's very scintillating. He's very full of provocative ideas, and he has such penetrating observations. I'm sure he could help you, Laurie, just like he's helping me.
Maybe I'm just not interested in that kind of help.
Maybe you should be. I mean, from where I sit, you need all the help you can get. Willard says
Susie, I don't give a damn what Willard says, okay?
Really? I was just trying to help. Some people don't want to be helped. Oh, my. What lovely chocolates. Oh, well,
You got caught selling to both sides of the Civil War?
Yeah, I had no idea they checked where the other side was getting their stuff.
I didn't know they had rules. What is this?
This is one they seem to take very seriously.
Laurie, will you please
So tell me what happens when you get caught. What?
Tell him.
Laurie,
Tell him.
Tell me what? What?
They put a contract out on his life. He could be killed at any time.
I can't believe this.
That's why he's saying such terrible things, why he's so uptight.
I'm not uptight. I'm perfectly safe. I told you to shut up about those things.
Brad, I can talk to whoever I want about anything I want, anytime I want, and you can't stop me.
Listen, excuse me. I got to check on what's happening on the coast. Yeah, excuse me. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
I had him sold, and you upset the whole thing.
Well, I'm glad. It's a lousy business. The sooner you get out of it, the better I'll like it.
You're not my wife.
I wanted to be. I still do. I love you. No, but getting married would mean a commitment. It would mean sharing, and you're incapable of that.
Maybe sharing with you's my problem. Stay put.
I can't anymore.
Don't leave me alone.
I'm sorry.
I said no.
I'm sorry.
I don't want to be alone. You leave her alone. She's mine. Do you hear? You can't have her.
You don't understand. I love them. And I love you. I love you.